Picture this, a storm of tension and unease is blowing across Alaska's vast landscapes by a bittering cold wind. The tranquil nature that once appeared to be a treasure trove is now a battleground, shrouded in the ominous clouds of geopolitical conflict. The war over Alaska is approaching and it's serious business. The world may not have expected it. Hello and welcome, I'm your host Piyush. Let's begin. Alaska, a state that proudly boasts of being the largest in the United States, holds both natural wealth and strategic significance that's hard to overlook. Its towering mountains, dense forests, and majestic glaciers not only enhance nature lovers but also hide beneath its surface an abundance of oil, natural gas, minerals, and timber worth more than any treasure trove in fairy tales. Stretching across this untamed landscape, the Trans-Alaska Pipeline served as a lifeline connecting the resources of Arctic with the rest of the country. Alaska is a priceless resource for the United States because of its vital role in the world's energy and resource markets. Here's a fun fact though. Alaska wasn't born an American state, it was purchased. The year was 1867 when Secretary of State William H. Seward decided to play the real estate game and negotiated a deal with the Russian Empire. For a mere $7.2 million, roughly 2 cents per acre, Alaska became Uncle Sam's newest addition. Critics at the time mockingly labeled it as Seward's folly, but Alaska proved them wrong. Fast forward 150 years and the world has transformed into a volatile creature that is on the verge of a catastrophic escalation. Now, with a provocative display of naval power, Russia is rekindling its love for Alaska. Recently, a combined naval force of Russia and China decided to visit Alaska, which quite alarmed American experts. A first ever sight, 11 Russian and Chinese ships bravely sailed towards the Aleutian Islands, touching almost the far left part of the world map. But fear not. America doesn't believe in being excluded from the fun. The US dispatched 4 Navy ships and a reconnaissance airplane to shadow the uninvited guest, all while making sure to remind them the US is taking reconnaissance of the matter. Amid tensions surrounding Ukraine and Taiwan, this grand maritime spectacle couldn't have come at a more opportune time. With nerves on the edge, the US Northern Command assured everyone that the patrol remained in international waters and wasn't seen as a direct threat. Yet, we can't help but wonder, with Alaska at the center of attention, can we afford to take it lightly? Russia, on the other hand, seems to have an on-again, off-again love affair with the idea of reclaiming Alaska. During his annual Q&A session with Russian citizens, President Vladimir Putin entertained the notion, responding to a query by saying, "Why do you need Alaska?" Well, Mr. Putin answered, thousands of square kilometers for $7.2 million is a steal even by today's standards. The idea of returning Alaska to Russia has resurfaced in recent times, with some Russian officials floating the concept as a response to heavy sanctions imposed by the US and its allies following the Ukraine invasion. Perhaps this is just saber-rattling, but in times like these, nothing can be taken lightly. As we stand on the brink of a potential 3-front battlefield with Ukraine, Niger, and Alaska in play, the world is shrouded in a dark and ominous cloud. The echoes of World War II are hauntily present, and the global atmosphere has never been so tense since its end. One can't help but wonder, is Alaska the stage for the next act of this geopolitical drama? The war over Alaska is no longer a far-fetched idea, but a glooming reality that we must face. Let's hope that the minds behind the diplomatic curtains can find a way to avert disaster, for the pristine wilderness of Alaska deserves to remain a treasure trove of nature's wonders, not a casualty of human folly.